don't have anyone helping me.
Yeah.
I can't take any
Yeah, none of that.
Yeah, get caught. He not from young one. Brings your ancestor, your father, with the kingdom of the Envelope, and with your elders, and consult them, look for their advice, the Envelope, and they'll lead you, they'll tell you what to do. There's those Jews, unfortunately, that have they lost their sight, they have very little sight, and they have to rely on Braille. So a Chumash, a holy book, a Chumash, a Gemara, a Sefer, a Siddur, that's with Braille. So someone uses that to daven, to pray with, uses that to learn from. So what sort of laws regulate, halacha regulates these Braille books? Does it have the same sanctity, and it must be dealt with honor, like a regular Chumash that's printed with the Hebrew alphabet, or doesn't it? You think that it's not with Russian Kodesh, it's not written in the Hebrew alphabet, so maybe it doesn't have the sanctity of a Chumash, or then again maybe yeah. So it seems a being that there's a wide audience of people that are afflicted with a loss of sight, and this is where they learn from, and this is where they daven from. They say their prayers. So because of this, because it's used so widespread, so the Braille Chumash and the Braille Siddur, it has to be dealt with. It can't be just discarded. It has to be dealt with with honor, just the way anyone becomes not. The binding gets torn and the pages get torn and can't be used anymore for prayer, so it has to be dealt with the same honor that you do with a regular citizen. Also, someone came to ask you, a religious secretary who her boss is employed by a non-religious Jew. And the non-religious Jew had a meat meal, fleischiks. We know from fleischiks to milchiks. If you want to eat milchiks, you want to eat dairy, you have to wait. According to the different customs, but you certainly cannot immediately after a meat meal, you cannot have any kind of a dairy dish. So her boss, the non-religious boss, asked her secretary to please bring her a cup of coffee. Just finished the meat meal, and she asked her to bring a cup of coffee with milk. So she wanted to know what to do. How should she? This will be called before a blind man. There's one of the negative commandments. Like this, for a blind man, you're not permitted to put something in his pack because he can't see. So he'll stumble on it. He'll hurt himself. So it's not. It doesn't apply just to a blind man. A blind is somebody who's blind in Torah law. Or he just wants to disregard Torah law, has no respect for it, for the practice of Torah law. So he wants you to help him to commit a sin. Without you, he's not able to get it. He needs your help. So you by helping him, assisting him, you're transgressing. Even before a blind man, you put something into someone. You want to know if she permitted or if she permitted. So it seems like this. If she feels, knowing her employer, her thinking and what her thoughts are on observant Jews and observing Judaism, if she's a person is because of lack of exposure to Jewish law, so she's just not familiar with it, and she's quite certain that her owner won't just desist, won't just laugh at her, or maybe even make her more problems, other problems. So she should maybe bring it to her attention that being that she is an observant Jew, she's helping her do something which is forbidden by Jewish law. Yeah. But if in any way, even without speaking it, even the unspoken suggestion, she feels it might cost her job, so she'll make this and brings like this. She brings that one of the 7 Noahide commandments is forbidden even for Gentiles to eat aver min achai, to eat from a living animal. So if a Gentile requests a Jew, he says, go cut off from that cow, carve his leg and bring it to me. He eats living cow. So and he's ready to become violent and use force to bring bodily harm and injury upon him for not following his request. So she'll make this convenes that after the kach, that the license said, the negative commandment of not placing an obstacle in front of a blind man does not apply. A Jew is not, to that degree, he doesn't have to observe it, so he can bring him the Eber Nachai, the limb from a live animal. So seem also being that it will bring her harm, it might cost her job, she'll lose her job, so she should also, she shouldn't mention it, and just bring her the coffee with the cream as well. Also, to consult, see how our sages conduct themselves, and learn from their conduct and their practice and their outlook what we should do in the same situation. Moshe Feinstein, the friend of Bracha, blessed memory, was perhaps the greatest halachic authority in the world while he was with us. In his elder years, it was difficult for him to go to attend the minyan in Yerushalayim, the yeshiva, where he was the yeshiva in Yerushalayim. He was able to walk those 7, 8, 9 blocks. So in his building, there was a minyan on 2 flights above him. It was in a rabbi's house, Bikarov. In his house was the minyan Friday night, Kabbalah Shabbos and Meir. So most of the friend brother, Feinstein, would go attend down there, Kabbalah Shabbos and Meir in his house. A while later, a year or 2 later, one Friday night, he was missing from attending a minyan there. So they went after Myers, when he finished service, they went knocking on his door to see if he, a man like him, should miss coming to down with the minyan. So they knocked on his door, let him in. They asked him how is he feeling, how is he, he didn't come to the minyan. He waited a while, he thought he's coming, but then he saw him not coming. He said, no. So he said, it's nothing that he can't, that has to be in debt parties like that. He says, but it's getting difficult for him to negotiate those two flights, so he had to dive in privately in his apartment. So they told, oh my goodness, we were totally unaware that you have any kind of problem like that. He said, we would have certainly gathered together $1 million to make sure that you should be deprived of value with $1 million when he came to your house. He says, make $1 million in my house? He says, this is an established, even though it's not a synagogue, it's not a renowned synagogue, it's just a regular private minyan in somebody's house, which has been established for a number of years. And it took effort and took time till it became a regular established minyan. He says, I make $1 million by me. He says, it's liable to somehow disrupt that minyan. It might take away some of the worshipers there. He says, that wouldn't be the right thing to do. So he said, yeah, but we don't understand. You can't, your health doesn't permit you to walk those, you can't walk those 2 flights. So don't you have to have the, he said, well, why do I have to have this? Well, he said, at the cost of another $1 million, he said, I'll tell them privately. That's what the law is. I'll be careful. That's what I'll be privately. Tonight, in the Kashoimer, first I'm going to go to Zaki, Israel, Zika Himmel,